Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be looking at all my Bakugan, like I said in the last video. Now before I open up the bag and start, let me grab the one Bakugan I do not feel like closing up. Maxis Dragonoid. Yeah, he's cool and all. He's a little bit loose in the legs. Mine I did get used, so sadly his wings are busted, but other than that, he's in pretty good condition. I might get a new version of this guy just so I can have proper wings. You know, he's Maxis Dragonoid. I'm gonna set him aside, open up the bag, get one of these gate cards set out so I can pop open each Bakugan and say a little bit about them, what I know about them, how I got them, and yada 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 yada. Let's get this thing going. So we're starting off with this guy. He's the first one I pulled out of the bag. You know, he's one of those Baku Sky Raiders from Mectanium Surge. And, you know, he's cool and all. He's got a little bit of trouble staying closed, which I'm not surprised. This is a Sky Raider after all. But yeah, not much I have to say about him. He jumps. I believe that's their big gimmick. I don't know which Bakugan this is. I want to say it's a Chaos version of Shun's, but I'm not too sure, so yeah, no idea where I got him. This is, I believe, Serpenoid B2 sized. Yeah, B2 sized. He's simple, he's good. Got a low G power, but still, he's good. I believe I got him in a lot with a lot of the other ones here that I got for my birthday forever ago. He's a simple one. He's a good boy. He's a snake. Now, here's one of my personal favorites. Not only the toy itself, but the Bakugan, the character, Preyas. Sadly, I do not have the regular Aquos one, but this one will do for now. I love this boy. I love any and all Preyases I have. I've got one more of this one and a Preyas Diablo. He's a good boy. He's, in my opinion, the best boy. Let's move on. He's one of the newer ones that I showed off last video. I won't go over him as much, but yeah, he's one of those dual type ones. I believe this is the darkest symbol and this is the auralist symbol. It's Sabra X Privian. So he's got mainly darkest for Sabra, which looks a lot like Nilius, and gold for the Privian. Since he's an ultra, he jumps and may or may not land, but yeah, he looks like a dragon and bird rolled up into one, or I guess I should say Hydra, because he's got 5 heads. Next up on our list, we've got another one I don't know the name of. He's got a little bit of a weak magnet. He's also rather busted. I got him used forever ago. It looks like I did not get him in the lot because all the Bakugan I've got in my lot had this like little DNA thing busted, but I believe this guy, you hold out the mouth and push this, but it's a little weak on mine, so if at all. So yeah, there's him. I don't know what his native attribute is. He looks like a fish thing. I want to say he looks like those minnows or whatever that suck on sharks. This next one is one that I sadly did dirty when I was younger, which sadly I have done to others, but I've tried to clean them off to the best of my capability. But this is Hammer Gorm, the evolution of Gorm from the original Bakugan series. If I'm correct, this is a B2. Sadly, some of them are sticky or have weak magnets, which I'm not surprised. These things are old. No, he looks good. I like him more personally just because I stuck with the original Bakugan all the way through, so I have a higher liking for older Bakugan rather than newer ones, but I do like newer ones. This next one, sadly, he won't stay shut. I think there's something in him that's broken or something, but yeah, he I know his native attribute is Pyrus. I forget his name, but he's like the four-headed samurai with like the four feelings or whatever. Yeah, I don't got a lot to say about him. Next up, we've got the one Dragonoid I don't know the specific name of, but I do know he comes from Gundalian Invaders. You know, even though it's not my personal favorite Drago design, as like I said, I like the older ones, like from Season 1 and New Vestroya. This one's pretty cool. You know, I like the fact that he's got that upright stature. You know, this, I think, makes him look very detailed. You know, I'll probably show it off a little later, but you went from little ball boys to ball boys like this, and now they're even bigger ball boys than him. Anyway, let's move on. Next, we got a weird Chaos Cyborg Helios. I believe he's got the Gundalian Invaders Chaos colors, and yeah, this is another one that's been done dirty. I'm not sure how well you can tell in the video, but I'm sure you can. You know, his Chaos symbol is almost gone. He's got red panel lining for me being stupid as a little boy. Yet again, he suffers a lot of problems that my older Bakugan suffer from, which is weak magnet. His feet are also a little loose, but come on, this damn one. This is my Cyborg Helios, you know. Does the job. Sadly, I do not have all the pieces for, what's his name? Max's Helios, but until that day comes, that'll do. Next up, I've got, I believe this is Cosmic Ingram. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is Cosmic Ingram. I don't know why, but whenever I look at this, I think of Skyrus, probably because since it's Ingram or Skyrus, one of the two, it just looks right like this. I don't know if this was in the show or not. I doubt it. I'm just gonna cut that short and move on. Next up, we've got a Ventus Cordum. Yeah. I'm not sure whose guy this is, but I know this guy's native attribute is Subterra, but I got him in Ventus. He looks cool. That's all I really gotta say. Next up, we've got, I believe this is a Chaos Razonoid. Yeah, I definitely did a number on this one. In my opinion, it doesn't look too bad, though, but a number done on something is a number done on something. This is, I believe, a Mectanium Surge Bakugan. He's got the metal parts. He's got a G-Power roller, so it goes from stuff like that, but yeah, this guy is pretty cool. I wish I had more Mectanium Surge Bakugan, as a lot of those look pretty cool in my opinion, but sadly, I do not have them, and I gotta get them. Next up, we've got a Crystal Saurus. He's attributeless and has 570 Gs. I'm not sure if that's the same with all Crystal Sauruses. I doubt it. But yeah, mine is attributeless. And that is Saurus. Next up, I've got an Aquas Fencer, since he's got this little thing on here that looks like it was supposed to have the DNA thing. I'm assuming this is a Gundalian Invaders re-release, similar to the Helios. This guy's yet another part of Max's Helios, the only other part I have, but since I don't have the connecting part that goes in between, I don't really use him as part of Helios. Not a lot to say there. Next up, we got another one of the new ones. Personally, in my opinion, my favorite out of my new ones so far, which is the Diamond Dragonoid X Tretorous. I just think this guy looks beautiful. I like how he folds out. I like the diamond look. I like him. He looks big and strong. A strong boy. Oh wow, I've already noticed that this thing's already at 10 minutes and I don't think I'm even halfway through. It's a longer video. It's not a big deal. I doubt anyone would watch this all the way through. Next up we've got, I want to say this is either Burning or Flame Dragonoid, one of the two. Probably not. I probably got that wrong. Maybe it's Burst Dragonoid. I'm sure some Baku Master, if any of them watches this, will say it in the comments. This is a Dragonoid. I got him without his wings. It looks like they were screwed out or something. Yeah, this guy looks cool. I'd love to have him in the native Pyrus, as the Pyrus version of this guy looks real cool in my opinion. Anyway, continuing on, we've got one of my personal favorite Dragonoids, and yeah, mine is worn, but this is regular Neo Dragonoid. In my opinion, one of my personal favorites, like I said, when it comes to all Dragonoids. He's just got that oomph that I like. He's got that classic Dragonoid kind of body where he's got the head and wings, and he's got extra wings. Like, there's the Maxis Dragonoid one, which is cool and all, but this one, in my opinion, is just better. And overall, best Drago. Here we got a Pyrus version of Shun's Trap from New Vestroya. I can't remember its name for the life of me, but yeah, he's cool. I got another one here in my little baggie. He's got these upper spikes that are busted. So when I find that one, I'll probably just pop them open and say, yeah, I mentioned this earlier, if I even remember that. But yeah, this guy, he looks pretty cool. I remember in the cartoon he fused with Ingram a bit. But yeah, this video is getting a little long, so I'm gonna try and speed things up. I doubt I can, but whatever. Next up, we've got a B1 Tigrera in regular old colors. I don't know if this is an original or not. Probably not, because it doesn't have the exposed magnet, but yeah. I know I've had this one for forever. I mean, it's Tigrera. Tigrera doing Tigrera things. I'd love to have a Pyrus one, just because I remember in the cartoon when Dan and Drago were trying to find the legendary soldier, I think it was Apollonier or something like that. A Pyrus Tigrera showed up and spoke with them, and I just thought that was like the coolest thing. Anyway, next up I've got a Ventus Blade Tigrera. Sadly, I do not have the native Chaos, but I will eventually. I'll own a lot of everything eventually. My collection is still kind of small when compared to other Bakugan people, especially on YouTube. Next up, I've got a Chaos Hades. Mine, for some reason, is busted toes. But I don't have a problem. It's Hades. In my opinion, one of the coolest looking mechanical Bakugan in the anime. I wish they made anime accurate colors one, but nope. Next up, we've got a weird Chaos Trap. I don't know the name of it. All I know is that it's got these heads inside. Yeah, I'm not about to pull them all out. I'm on time constraints. But yeah, it's one of those cylindrical snake ones. I forget how those ones work. Next up, we've got a Subterra Darak. I remember having the darkest one with Darak's battle gear, but that one's long since gone. And I'm annoyed because I loved how that one looked. Like, I personally like purple and black, but something about Dark's green and black just worked. Next we have one that I'm disappointed about just because it didn't turn out very well, is a custom Wyvern. I don't know what compelled me to do this. Like, it started looking good, but I guess my ink started running out. But yeah, I tried my best to make like silver and purple like in the cartoon, but I was a poo-poo brain child, so it doesn't look very good. I wish it looked better. It's native darkest. Surprisingly, you can still see the G's, which, if I can get this to focus on the camera, is 580. But yeah, that's a disappointment. Another one of my personal favorites because, yep, it's another price.